I can indeed my book. I shall walk you at a quarter of beggar and ting in Chelsea. It's a one mother won't feel like I'm a quay. Kirk, I won't them my coin and go there. A book quarter white and shall go on my shot. Be quite a liar, did she no my coin. When I won't feel like I'm a quay. I should go out a quarter by. Then go out really when you did for one. Then go out a quarter by. Then go out young them good and put will call him. I should go out a quarter by. Then go out bang score Mangan and by Sherry. You'll go out a quarter by. You'll come out the word. Tinkuniwa. Ting Maja. You'll go out a quarter by. You'll a short band long by my took to Kajim and talk just. So long. Kajim and talk just. I could have called you on Kunwadi. I couldn't mind it. About deal about train be our. But I think what you done a champ. And you have been a man, your chair. Other man jumped in one tail. Hello, Kulwa. Should I hear one year? We see Bandu. A man could have a coke, dear a coke. Koga, corn. A man. Kalmar, you are one about that. Would longer do the band to do the madingi. I'm do my gun on a coat. Then he would not wrong me. Real yard bill, and I tell Maria short a wallet. 1 yard bill got a cook, like shorty, I talk to it all. Sunday and Maria, that toy be up to away. I'll let you look at our bang, the Gadong, I went got talk. Sunday and Maria can man to Yana land, quite good, take him nothing like but job on my. Kebantunya did your mid with it. Will gang roll, will joke, yeah. A Kebantunya did your mid with it. I don't my tour, got do joke to one. A Kebantunya did your mid with it. Con my joke here, con my do. A Kebantunya did your mid with it. Will Macarian will dull me lip. Kebantunya did your mid with it. Sabantunya did not shadow it. Cation tar, William let your land you pan near rule. Let your Kujam Barial Gilliam knock. Cation tar, William I could jam Kinyali, what about Foreign Union? Kujam Kinyali, what about Foreign Union? Kujam do not to Dangai. Labo and enemy. One and got Chandir Mariachi built with a bit of Burkua Nali. Chandir Mariana, Peru, the gold to Naja, Kutonia, what? I try to get them. Come out of a little quality watch your tour. I try to get a pure body hat. Come out of a little quality watch your tour. I shall tour. I shall pull to while well got. Tired you born when we've been a ring and go.
We got diet Tim Chok. We got a mod, we got a lord, can Tim Chok when Mudun Yang Maquet. Masih dia lah air te lona dah wah berjam college yakol kementerian kia college ku yurtiangan ku diak midnight close to 1 o'clock tana ko ya Junub Sudan quick close 10 o'clock tana ko Australia especially Melbourne ku jala in Sydney ku mentiin dan Eastern time 5:43 ku jala Midwest 4:43 when the can go to Pacific time. We got your Lord, we got your mouth. Kajia Moktin Tani Akol is something related to politics. Kujala politic in Bugjam Jiten has nothing to do with a specific individual. The Hite politic Junub Sudan in Kaluizin. A politic in general. Question ke book theatre and some guests are invited to tackle this situation in the aftermath of removal of vice presidents with some other official government, which is seen as a routine since we know the formation of South Sudan government. There is no election after the 2010 election, and after independence, there has never been election conducted in the Republic of South Sudan. After independence, South Sudan plunged into civil war, It started with political violence. That disagreement within the party, the SPLM party, later on led into civil war and into some sort of agreement that never been permanently implemented. And there are also pockets of rebellions and some other opposition still outside the government. So there is no any election has been conducted ever since the independence of South Sudan. So we know most of the appointments or any rotation, whether it's from a state level, is based on degree, based on appointment. It's based on appointment. We have seen it many times. People wait and see who has been removed and who has been appointed. But I have particularly myself observed something unique after the removal of a vice president. I'm not talking about the way the vice president was removed. That is not the topic of today. I'm not here to discuss whether the vice president was removed rightfully or wrongfully, whatever it meant, because the appointment and removal is based on prerogative of the president. Whoever appointed can remove, and the way you have been appointed can be the way you are removed, or whatever added on that depend on who appointed you. So if we have to discuss that, it would be a different topic. But the topic of today is right on the screen. The line between political party and community seem blurred. It's not clear. And this is the question. These blurred lines between political party and community, or should I say political ideology and community affiliation, seem to be mixed up in South Sudan politics. And I would like those who are well-oriented and well-educated in political science to come and explain to me and any other British South Sudanese who are not familiar with how the politics work. Because we always say this is a new country. We have one election one time. So we can't claim that we are experienced in terms of political. But we also are connected. We were not just born at 2011. We were part of a country that exists since the creation. Sudan has a very, very, very ancient historical. It exists before anybody would imagine, or any other countries, like in Western countries. Sudan was there even before Jesus Christ. So we have a history, a long history. And that also we can reflect into that history and see, is that how the politics was conducted in the old Sudan? Is this lines the same way I see it? Was it the same way that it was in old Sudan? So the questions here on current politics in South Sudan is South Sudan political system based on party ideology, regional or tribal? This is the question that I want anybody that would have answered can come and answer, and I'll explain that to me and any other audience that are viewing Team Shuk Show. The other question is, what is the difference between political appointees and elected officials? What is the difference between political appointees and elected officials. There are some other questions that probably may not be of the topic today, and I hope a new minister, new information minister, would accept our invitations to come and answer these questions, because this is an education to South Sudanese to understand how their government operates. And those questions, since we are now based on appointments, so the hirings or getting into the government is based on appointment by presidents. It's a public degree that we always waited on as SBC. The questions are: one, how do people get appointed? This is the question I want the government spokesperson, Minister of Information, to explain to South Sudanese so that they understand. How do people appointed in the Republic degree? Second question is, are the candidates vetted? Are the candidates vetted? In a simple, when you apply for any job, whether in a company or anywhere, you get interview. You submit your CV or resume, and you get interview. So there are groups that hire, that are responsible for hiring people, are the one that request you to submit all the documents that you are required to submit, and sit down with you and ask you some questions so that you can answer and see whether you are fit to do that kind of job or not. Is that applicable in the government of South Sudan in terms of appointees? I'm not talking about somebody that's submitting his credential to the minister as a civil servant. I'm talking political appointees. If they are vetted, who vetted them? So those are questions that I want the Minister of Information, and some other more questions. Yes, in fact, South Sudan government, the way it operates, there are a lot more questions to be asked. I'm not asking them not because that I see them that the way it's being done is not correct, because I don't know the correct one first. I need to know which is the correct one first before I complain that somebody did something that is out of law or out of an ordinary way of doing business in the government. In the aftermath of removal of vice president, there was some sort of a social media outburst. It started, and we know, we have seen in social media, many people sitting there, they air out their frustration, whether they are towards individuals or toward the government. And especially the opposition always sit on social media and they complain. But before the removal of other official and finally by vice president, there was some outbursts, on social media within the people in government. I know it's always opposition that seem to be blaming because they're selling their ideas, which I don't think they have any ideas, but at least they complaining to the public that this government is not good. But I never hear them saying exactly what is the opposite. Why would they be good compared to people in the government right now? They never answered that question whatsoever. And I don't even think they have an answer to that. And with that, I always see that they are just complaining because they want to get back to on the table. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to know that the outbursts on social media before the removal of officials from the government and a definitely like vice president, these were from the very same people within the government. And I would assume, not that I know, but I would assume that the very same people that in government, I know the government is the government of national unity, meaning there are some other parties in the government. But I think it would be safe to say those who were complaining were the same political parties. These were the same people in political parties complaining against their colleagues. Some of them were so nasty. They were probably kind of personal. There was clearly attack, not critic. So for those who might be the members of that party and know exactly how the party operates, I want to know the answer from them. How, and I hope Paul could also accept our invitation to come and explain to us as a Secretary General of SPLM Party, is that a norms in the SPLM Party that the same member of political party critic their members, because it is the same SPLM Party that is running the government. I should say the majority of it, because SPLM as a party has a majority part in the government. Yet there are some other party in there. And if they are complaining, if the members of the same party are complaining, then I want to know. That's why I'm asking the other question is, how do people get appointed? And is the government being run based on a party ideology, or is it based on community, or based on who you know? It looked like the government is being run based on connection and not being a member of the party and not being appointed based on your credential, but through connection. Because it's not based, some of the members could say that they are affiliated to a certain party. Like one of the guy, I think one of the social media operators said that there are some people that really never wear SPLM uniform, but they are the one, when it comes to the SPLM position, they're the one to getting it. I don't know what that means, but when I look into that, it sounds right. It sounds right. With that attack from the member of the government, that attack is spread out. That attack is spread out quickly to the community. And this is where the question that I'm asking today is the South Sudan political system based on party ideology, regional or tribal, or community based? And what is the difference between political appointees and elected officials? Why is it that a president appoints individual without consulting the community, I see community celebrating. And when that individual removed, I also see community being assaulted, or if they do in something, let's say they made any crimes, it seemed to be on the necks of community. So how do political appointees appointed by the president? Is it based on the party? Is it based on community? Is it based on regionals? Is it based on tribals? And does political appointees represent the community? Or should I say, do appointees, political appointees, represent communities that they come from? When the president appoints those individuals, are they appointed based as a representative from the community, or are they appointed to serve the president? And when I say some, I know sometimes you say, oh, I'm serving South Sudan, but you are serving South Sudan under the president, because president appointed you to do a specific job for him. Because if the is failing, the first person to be blamed is president. As he publicly said that I am looking for solution. President Salva Kiir said he's looking for solution. That's why he fired and appointed others. Meaning when you are appointed, you will be working on the interests of the president. You will be serving interests of the president, not interests of your community. In my understanding, the MPs are the representative of the community. The member of parliament are representative of the community. These are the people that community should complain through them. If there are any lack of service, you should talk to your MP. You should complain to your MP. You should summon your MP to come and explain to you why you don't have hospital in your area, why there are no school in your area, why there are no clinics in your area. Political appointees are serving the interest of president. Those are members of president cabinet. They will serve president based on what the president wants them to do, not what the community wants them. Your MPs are the ones that's supposed to represent you, and they're supposed to talk on your behalf. So now, what is the involvement of community here? Where is the involvement of community here? Again, this is not the first time, but it was so magnified after the dismissal of a vice president. But I have seen it so many times where the political argument is spilled over into become a community argument. We quickly resort into the community. If we disagree on individual politicians, we quickly connected that politician to the community. So do South Sudan government operate based on political ideology or community based? If you know the answer, please come and put your input. Okay, if you know the answer, please come, or whatever your opinion is. I'm gonna put the link here to the comments, and if you think you have some sort of answer, because again, I'm looking, I'm seeking, I'm trying to see if anybody know about it. But I would hope that the officials, okay, I would want officials from the government. Maybe they know better than anybody else, or if anybody in there, I want them to come and share what they know to us and others, because I want to know why the disagreement in politics quickly spill over to community. Because I know SPLM party, SPLM as a party, as all its members come from different community, from different walk of life. And SPLM party, I believe, as ideology that make it a party. What that has to do with the community. And community could have any different party within that community. The members of that community could be in different party. There is no community being monopoly to a specific party. In any community in South Sudan, you will find an SPLM member, you will find maybe the hold on. So I'm gonna try to mute myself. I'm gonna play some song, and then I'm gonna play some song while I'm waiting for the rest of people to come and share their opinions. Again, these are songs that I pick up randomly, so bear with me.
Achiran man en keni chak ligi en tong duan bayalo. Acheng chang ne al kuping. Achiran man en keni chak ligi en tong duan bayalo. Antini pyo kang jot. Tidi jiran dad and pin dung well num gay. Uba kain man. Antini pyo kang jot. Tidi rande dan pin dung well num gay ko ba kain man pinum ma je gidie ba je gudu ba je giden pinum dan nyali ko tin nyali gor binenga ningakil pinum ma je gidie ba je gudu ba je giden pinum dan nyali ko tin nyali gor binenga ningakil yo kucai pung kobra jotiel kenen tobud kucai jam kerail kenen yo kucai pung kobra jotiel kenen tobud kucai jam kerail yemu kumedo kiel ujo kuyagai lon ti kiang ria kena karya udai yemu kumedo kiel jogu ya galon ti yangaria kana karya odai andi chu gato ko en min tagal ko biet ke beg ne duen ka che jam ko ten duen redwar andi chu gato ko en min tagal ko biet ke beg ne duen ka che jam ko ten duen redwar andi we you get to go and me jagal. But yet you're big in the drink, but you jam go in the drink, red wine. Achiran man and penny jack in dong doan by yellow. I chang al cooking. Achiran man and penny jack in dong doan by yellow. And penny pure gang jot. It is ran dead and penny the well known guy. Over kind man. And penny pure gang jot. Idiranda dan pin the well known guy ko bakay man.
And you can look again a campaign when can work thwaichen and a cordian group. I believe show the banabuk loika check. Erin we koi kok bilog date. So and on to get a bay ben yalden ababay. We go on your tweeting, please come. Anoya we kubuken bulai wrap up by 7 o'clock. We should be done here. So I don't want to prolong the show. So the Iran when in get gedang in get message, please. Yes, Majok. Peter Majong is in about gedang. So we anybody want to come, please come quickly. We want to do this. Peter Majok. So all the in Athia iten in Chayok. Sudan in Athia based on political ideology. Well, you'll get into a studio. I don't see you yet. Get into a studio. I'll have any studio, but I need a thing. Let me see. I can. You got to make sure that you enter into the studio. Legging, but then enter the studio. Accept that with your camera. Let me send this to Peter Majok. I don't know. It's not showing here. Let me see. Please. Yes, I will bring you up. But let me get Peter first. Peter, you could use the link on the comments. But let me see. I can send you through Messenger. Okay, then it's okay. Peter Majok, Kwaro. I don't know which one is which, but I'm gonna send them through both. So Peter, message please log in. And you're inactive on that. Log in, Peter. Let me see. Yalgwat seem to be saying that. What done at then? Yalgwat, I don't see you, but I can see what done here. Yanmara, get ready. So I want to bring you up. Okay, let me see. Hello. Peter, I sent you the link. Please check your link and follow up. Yelgood, I don't see you. If you're asking the question, if I see you, I don't see you. You could use the link that I put in the comments or check your messenger. Okay. Ranjol, check Nile Explorer. That could be assumption, but I don't think that reflects an individual to be appointed by the president. I don't know if that is the way it's working, because if that is the case, then how would the very same party that helped to appoint or betted on that individual to be appointed into the government turn around and criticize the very same member that debated and give it to the president to be appointed, unless that is only on the paper and not in reality. So the topic, Mr. Wood, we jam kitual appointment kena in Yeban. Yeah, I know Joseph Lia. Taban Facebook is easy to get through to, but StreamYard is a little bit complicated. If you have an iPhone, please copy the link and then paste it to your Safari and then follow. You can either come through Facebook or you can come through YouTube. YouTube is easy because sometimes Facebook can yell good. I can see you, but you need to allow your device to connect with your camera and mic. Because that's what I'm seeing right now. You are showing here on the studio, but your device is not connected. So when you get in there, if the question show up and asking you to allow your camera and microphone, please say yes to allow that. Otherwise, you won't be able to connect to the live show. So please follow that. For those who want to come in, I believe I sent a couple of people. Check your messenger, and then you will see that I send you the link. The other also is, there you go. I can see you now. Get ready, guys. I'm going to bring you up, Yan Maraj and Yelgwood. And those who want to come in, again, I'm putting the comments. The link through the comments. Use YouTube is easy rather than having Facebook, because sometimes if you don't remember the password of your Facebook, you might not be able to log in. I know it's a little bit complicated, but I would want people to come in here and voice their opinion based on that. I know some people are SPLM members. Some people have some experience in how the party operate. So, Swalat Kege Ati, Warkabe Nial, Yan Maraj, I'm bringing you up. And Banyel Good, I'm bringing you up. We got your Yelgood, Kamaradu Chokpin, Rel Pin, you got to bring it up. We not thinking. Yadong Bekong Duni Cham, I believe. Move Bekong Duni Cham camera a little bit. Rel side of the Jumbo to anything. Yeah, if you move your chair, Kursu do Chorgala Brel and Be. Tabandi, Tikino mirror image, can take a Konguni. Yes, a little, yes. Could they pick it? Aning kamar dun kadang nur tiada tengah baca loibin tinggi nampak. But right now you can be seen with your red necktie. Aku jadi nana SPLM, ranalan malwa. Apa bajal kuai apa? We got your load of ka yan marai ku jalain yalguat ku koi kokba. Please try Peter ini chatway kadang Peter mojong machuar ini chatway link. Oga chiti algao show we are within the book York 5 until 6:30 or 7 o'clock that we should be done. Oga chukti yang kelar jadi der kirma yari no kanyai la yab the degree ku ben kanyai be degree na la ban ne ban la nyai klar ka che chok jog ujum jro loy ku ko ke loy ujum a ko within the party as support of the government meaning ke ga ko ja kuma kwa ke a chu ujum chik loy kwen ko nan ti la yin adia yin ko kwan based on the party na ai party ko kwan ka party tong ken ko ran kwen long yu chok ten ku bia lu ran ken ra ka pala an ken ga dablo then from the beginning yen ya yit bangi na ko kwan based on the party Peter check your messenger ajat wajin so na ko kwan based on the party kengo community abated okay I will send it back again Peter yengo community la martin ko party ran bay kenang ke kiran wo instead bi party be yek blame ke community bi entine le yek blame yengo ko ngi jinu yeran ken party bi yen ko che community bi yen and ya anything ke appointees ga yek ya representative kan community wala yek kwan ke party based kuna a party based ke jini yana cha etin kana connect in community so na ngi chi wo it should be blame on the party instead be blame then be a community like blame my jog in two accounts and I resend it again try to do that try to log in so we what go aki ga so all ke ga with bakati na ninga na ngun ngi chok chalan duk so ati so all to ga is South Sudan political system based on party ideology or regional or tribal or community based it's all allowable kana reason in Tijan enough to kunjal na based on that now you based on party then what's the role of community here or what's the role of that individual community where he come from kiye kegro different between appointees political appointees kujala elected official ngodi so akoy ran bukang la wek yan maraj go ahead you fal kam then pi yel go ben
I shukran Joseph Yak jala team tok jala comrade Yelgot. Yet tabana claro wachi those who claim to be political activists on social media. Jala kwajuan gamgaw gatik taban. Achu gating achi we have kina chik yak nowadays quite long about and the last few weeks it was a little bit intense. Yeah, the one I begged which Bakoy die Bakalim. Nanu what I'm trying to address mostly my message will be a little more is that Lanu confusion between Bonjing and Chin Kokil involved. Kokil involved maybe actually involved behind the scenes, like in the direct confrontation of Kalar between Bonjang and Okaban Swall Twin. If we go back to SPLM itself, well, by that day, by Koi Sakafum Kayabu Sakafin, a ruling party, in quite long in, quite like Ganyin, to look at communities, or like when the societies, big differences, big gate, would have then couldn't have a kubo. Chudo Ranka Panyan, Ranka Lubotinian, and Jiriel, but here you know, we don't quite culture. Yeah, the late all way with Tamat, Uganda Hak, Tin MP to Kakwai, the wire CSA, Yolanda, the wire geography. Tamat, the wire, his be different. Timur, you know, their geography, any MP Benton, Lakin the individual party list, where the party big MPs get quite a big one. That is the ruling party. In a law, that privilege is the ruling party best. And he's a very much by. In a privilege to have the wire CSA, Kujala, the wire geography, the wire geography, I ran very compete, cool parties are competent. Koyater, the party to win, but there geography win. Ukaika, Ake, Koyan, let the society, big and big tea, that is only a doer geography. Now, doer CSA will a party list. A party would be a society that. That are actually appointed. Kaka two different things when it comes to a idea. Le be with a big hand in big change, or a big hand in the go to change. Ogo with a man one hand, to get every different diera, or be might be chop. Okay, we join political party that. Because I couldn't chat. We're going to have back change. Because we go chat. Lakin from Wazarat. Bijal quite within different institutions kama kuma ake bosile to bitama lakini chukti klar tawan oga dengan assumption kwer ko batao tin kai ko tawan kai ko di kwer chen jamu der political party won ban ba ene ko ngaji ko ko ye toy a chan bran ben biya wai bag de bagi hang de ke mutam ke modan ku jala ha ga kuma ke raw chi authority bu ka be power be use 2005 in Buka Gale, when I told Pagana Bob Kabi Lam, Butomaram, but 2008. Coach took 3 years, goodbye, be independent. But more in a book as well by then, Jay Chagolo came to school in, Koya book I tear, in Abu Ben Keran, Pop Aben Keran, and Ben Quinabala, Jamila Kikalukatin. Who does the official Jezerian, but then a bit coin la Bella Boy, Boy, Lano one as well as Build up based on October 1994, and the actual boom up I am, which is the least unit, a smaller unit, but up to state level, the national level. Kaka, I took a low socket, I can look at a bigger base, you which are very white. The political foundation be set up. But quite a band as well, especially led by Mirala, which is the chief executive officer, can it should be the one because Jala policy became developed. A child of a school can conglomerate. A kilo records, the kids would be as well a bit of build up, who would become a big sakafu. That was not the case. When it took it until 2013, Kajaldo Penbe, Sharamasa. That is my intake. First and Lord, Ruslan and Lord, Fair Chia Birilam, Tanaswellam, Chel can directive, Jala policy, I can develop a part. I can be him. The policies go with you by my Bukata Butamano. Bumutamaza, the Bata, we have been to Agde good year. We would Shagde. And that's why you now you learn quite idiot, for example. Can you not hear Salayan Ula, the Yuka Marasu more than Ula, did you quite care with you? You know, you get a son more than Ula because of Kuma do. But now, based on political party, Kuchogara and Kawun, and we like Kuchogara and Kawun can a different political party there. Here is it, but look at you claim. Yeah, so kaya the one who curve. Kujala air boy jangda. A week bukan ada talk because his siyasi. Kaya his siyasi ya based on members gila kawadr ka. Cuma doang. Asal mana kawadr. Sukulu wilayat. And that is the reason why in 1994 Sugdu conference or convention they set up Buma K smaller unit began up to the national and state level or state and national level. Kaka do kapal bure di rail ke remus di just rail ke simple. Where I can't open them, I'm just coming to the criticism of members. The parties are criticizing their own members. I'm coming to that part. For all we book them, book separation, book take them between here, and I will when I get there, when I would there, we allow political parties, maybe Lana would actually become our political party members. The whole society actually become our party, become party members. After we put that away, we just did, we meet by, we eat, we allow one of the good by, them. We have a different opinion. Wajal Bagbat. Lakin party interest should be the first priority. No, government the member of that political party. Oga so Western Barala, you know, by young that leaders of political party, Akira didn't quite work in public.
I think Yan Maraj is coming back. I want you to conclude that to Ajan Bukurang. Right.
Yeah, Tavan, Kanko Bagati, Achiraj Barando criticize your member in the Hamburg criticize. Like, you don't criticize that person in public. They believe fairly that you are supporting that political party. There is a party room where your party issues are discussed. We didn't have and do criticize based on their weaknesses. Which you can live. You don't have that above appointment double block within that party room. Like you don't bring out your dirty laundry. Don't do that. But because South Sudan a big man, but a little political party, which is a single party rule, Ajina Azab will compete because Azab government a British political party not going book. Azab can a book exercise, but I can go adapt. Lakin, well, as fellow members, Kito, Diaspora, Yalabata by. It's the wake up call, Bukai Tower. Quite a bit of Ben Abir Lam, Jedit, quite a chala call, Paul, something very strong, quite well aware, colored. But party roots, the rebuild from Jedit. That I got quite confused. Ukanga Kika TikTok. Would your political party? What you did your political party? What you got your political party? Not always last, but different opinion quite each. And that's why political parties should be based on the members. But not around quite the coin cadre. Could not cadre the different that person you coin. The look at it doesn't discuss behind the back doors or within the party room, which you can be quite deep. The area you can get in the show did better. Ladu as film, I mean, a lab has film, in a big best rock, Lana Chilufish. Actually, political party policies can build up to be invited because political party made by, everybody guided the championship. And the communication that should be the one guiding it. Last of the communication policy, now when you was here, he laughed at well, clear, the political party policy, Katel with the political party, don't just see the kid way is it. Or ruling party, don't you say the kid, Shakuma. You have to follow this. Then you got to book it, maybe you can become Martin. Like that is my intake about Kalorka. Wabajalo bed married is soul number 2, and they put the label bed. Actually.
Okay, welcome Banyal Gwat. So you have been same question. Can I opinion Wilton Tanakani? Because again, anang 30-minute can but yok because ananga kok ben benathan. A kamagudu kade again soal in the a South Sudan political system can is based on party ideology, regional, tribal or community based. When can kian marajing and Wilton. So Liluthan in by a few minutes, being Wilton ko Peter Majokaman Bupol. And then we go to the next question. Go ahead. Yeah, Pingani.
Oh, very good. I'll move away. Tungkuen and Dubai, Bomot. What have you done? Especially in young Mokach. One of some comrades. Saliai, the comrade, young Machuar. Kigatamot, the Lakoi died in Midbai with the Koyawi. With the real quality of Sudan, Kamakul. Yenkaban, Uganda almost 2 weeks. Kamashaka Kaluru Pay community. Kumashaka the Will community, a Gilubin Mongal. Like you right now, I yoke Mashaka Lakwa, Lurit, Itiluki, views, chỉ bước vĩnh cái này bây giờ lấy gì mà gạo coi gạo quý giờ coi chỉ được Sudan cái nó uống mì bay uống nó phản chọc uống cái chọc là những cái gì men akan lu balui kuman pura cái gì này bị độc so nhanh cũng đang lên cũng có được cái này cái này tự là cái gốc à bây giờ cái lấy đi cô đâu bố qua cái jamu phun cô mì bay của bay cái đó em các bạn bị buộc cái là phơi nhỉ là nó first time mà jam today anh có gì vừa càng nuôi ai lại thế đi cô tôi phút giờ thế này rồi jam bài nuôi akol này phút giờ cái gì nhỉ personally before chúng tôi contribute cái bây giờ luyện trung tuyến coi giáo quý bây giờ coi gì của Sudan là bị lòng gì đúng bên cái là quyền của bi chủ ya kalau lalu ko joni tijala ko nyo ko kwanya kumai yo ko kwany basic political ideologically yo kwany basic tribalism and regionalism ini ko tene jati yen bari ko pocho ngu balen ko bilumat fi Sudan ko bal ke bilumat tingala ko jab yab ji na fay abaloi 3 points tok ay baduk yung bi jam ko la before 2 weeks jam to la nyang between the community jala mi bakene no koy kay gawul wala koy duk ne awuli alo yab mo so gidu kay balwel ni ko ma ding jala ko jum Sudan ay bele ko jum Sudan ko ma ding akay woy loy na nga ni tayo nulo ko meding kan go woy ko meding ajin go woy reason jin ko meding go woy ngala ko meding akik go ke position effective ko meding akik go ke ran duar ke ran meding duar in go ke jeyen ke ye ko meding wel jam bi binu der ko bana kuma era kuma na spelem kuna bu ko madin kayigi yen di ban kadam ko madin aji ko luni ko loy ran jol bul mil ko en ji ko pioro tin wai bu ngarot amo tanin ke ko pa julo ko me ke ga kilo e bi ga jol bul mil bi la 2 weeks gongi awel mi delik ko ye bulu la jol bul mil abili chop ko buwar abili chop ko buwar go community awul go lu ignore ay ngi awel mi because in the king lui officially ga kuma kama lumat aka jilbo gi bagi ga lui era ras pelem lakini malumat akuma cha lui because the case assignment go lui within the government lakini assignment kama malumat yang ni kuma kadang akan fadi ka jaman tu lakini akan akuma ka cha lui because the assignment mungkin so nalo kerja community ko gi kere bulmil ku ujal bulwar eleri de nepal ko jawi ku bigot nano chigyo yegu pal bulmil bi ko community the back kay mit ko ga nyir ko le ka diar ji lang je ko ujal ko rujot bi lan di bana bi galat personally within 2 weeks ko jira juro jot community dogal ya le bay
bayal god Malaysia kene tem tok yene ya wi taban top kene atinga bin o chero ya wi buglo lana time be wa be rana wat ram so ya wi bin du kedang dan ni top
ya reason kene ele pal ko jawi bi god bi gal wele ngulo rukia kene nyay ku ke ko jawi reason bi anen di two theories ke ga mess up political theories conceptual ujila traditional theory. Kukega ajaben together. Because cultural theories that the communities, tribalism, religions are different theory are part of culture. I have nothing to do with political ideology. So Najal Benaponi, the community Kakuma, I keep going through community theories. Akuma, going through Koikin, Israel, Kayaba, the principle, some political party, Aji Queen, Kwajik Dedi, Kwajik believe in a point within the party. Kenu, a position but Japanese the Muria, it was a Le Muavazin, Agang Party.
Okay, ngarang linga jatoy dani.
Now, we can community Fingala. Kenu community, Akai political party, Kwan Kuiki, we are in a sweat. Butuang din, Uber Alwil, the Parliament. Naja karan sweat. Karan kit albera kuma ikinu. Jikar kinu, gain to be able to have in a Yabagana Molokai contract. So Raduya Kabay Bubun, because I will be Parliament, Erin and Dun. It are in it a year, which you got to was you fed for you way, Yamulajo. Now, every job in Caligo community because of what to Jimbla. While Fido again, it are not good day go, only go. Now, in the YouTube twin, the Damble look at Damble. So, I shall go do for it. A political party, I think the community, I think have will interfere with their Moab in war, whether a governor in war, whether a wazir in war, whether a president himself. Although president, I sweat. Reason is sweat, if we have a big den, Lakin call you the president, don't never is living, I call party. Can different Vingala. The same our party, I can root the book group, Pochiroloi, Pino. Without comfort book root, we permanent democracy, a Kadil week as well. So can I keep different ideas as you mess up. As you mess up, but you get a women, a Louis, or a women, a community based Louis, again, I did. Like regional, Akuma, so I can do for it. Akuma Dan, University Sudan, or all the political parties, they have no right. Akina and Hak, the Fiji party Louis, the Theatre, in a lawyer. Ye as a community, unity, like the party Louis, will call the dog of the sweat. And the Jalupin Gandet. Ye as more than Adi, the party the Louis, the election bent. But let's what you. Acha bengang will be good. Two kan kwan ya kile lui.
Check your message, sorry, Yalgot. Check your message, Yalgot conclude so I can give a message.
Yes, lakin before kita election ni, kemuatan, akati, nak kayu election ni, kayu nak bela jaya suatu. Kena enter lui pinjam guna guna Amerika, abut Canada, air lui pinjam guna guna muatan ni suatu. Ini mu kayu nak ada ni apa sih benefit. Jam kau tu kalau bari. And Bukonjan, yeah, yok, Akuma, Chikwani, through communities, Akuma, war community way. Before Kwaja, we are quite because was the Mavazin, Mav the Shet, Governor Shet, President Shet, if she left in Kinban. Kaji. Lakin Koja, what the value of Kadiak, a political party, to Kwan, to be looking to Kwan. Because the chicken Libanin, a lower the chicken Libanin in Uzin, Nai was the Walaya, Jit we governor aid, a lower Louis according to Jit we governor aid, Naira Louis Dakal and the Grand and the Commissioner, a lower Louis was according order Kang Commissioner. So can I yok in the political party into the losing can, and I'm a call for you Kaitwa, the foods open by then, I yok, Queen, officials, a political party was quiet. Then accountability to. The party dia party ni pandem ko wo if the them do election ya and ko na fursa ka banyo baden shukran.
Yeah. Thank you, Uncle Aldo, Dr. John did. In Kang Taban, thank you. Can you clarify it? Yes. The other join now, you are welcome here. Peter Majok, again, the question here, when a topic Taban, a blue line between political party and community in South Sudan politics. So, in a topic. So the question is South Sudan political system based on party ideology, regional, tribal, community based? I think we can I aftermath of dismissal of vice president because here York Queen Gunjila Benachiwarga, I jumped in one because the members of members of government, supported government, and I assume the UK are members of the same party. Let's say SPLM party, Aki Akong Benbe, they got pressing their vice president, a member of their own party. Now they ben, and then you connected to community. So and Akuma Jinu Sudan. The match based on community based, regional, tribal, or is it party ideology? When I party ideology, you can go on community based. If you want to criticize the government, you should criticize government based on that party. Be alias SPLM by coin mine. And then the Kiran Kuala member of SPLM, SPLM, in the state the community look at. So go ahead.
Yapping roll, Joseph.
You yapping roll.
Okay. Bakang Luin Bakang Le Japan, Joseph Yak, Kujala, my brother real good, long time. I did not hear his voice. And those who are watching. Yen Sualat Kunka Akak very important. Awalaja, they mangijin in Taban and member to SPLM in US here. And you can General Secretary SPLM state of Texas, who went to couple of position the National Secretariat. SPLM Taban and Niku in Purubia in country run. Nan party in your government asul. I can government that they quite here. Okay, party the Kelwe endorse. Okay. Kratin Taban a chairman yen Mukat SPLM in a Kidul Waji Taban. Yemangijin and President Salva Kiir chairman to SPLM. I yen a Kidul Waji Kada. Actually, in a Chogaran into but the Ben Duktan party can be grand quite replacement. Take a be man ran outing ran. That means yan government Asia Akadam Asia Yan Asia or Asia to be a kill Sultan and Sultan the Banangi Anto go in B. The kin part they part and Duke getting who is suitable for that position. You must take a winning in Kira represent. A kin of and if you see now a lot of people getting and Kiran will pass away, the replacement of Benton, Manda out young. Quite Kogatu, Akumana party, Quaker baby, I can be a representative. Kenkana, or SPLM, Kujala Panchola will is up. I will yen most supported SPLM, who majority of the people are catching SPLM from the beginning up to now. Kunang ye President Kiir Tera and Mug leadership to SPLM, it should be fair. But Tantan Madinga will actual leader at a secretary, Irel, government in Muga SPLM, because I will listen. Only Nibola, Jong and Jalbay and Retin, Lakin all these years, because Madinga Ali to party. Lakin we never complain. Nani party, a belief, Nani ideology, any coin Madinga believe on it, I say Satanism, or Lamantega. Well, clan, no. And I surprised, but my chief will mill, she promote, I think, beyond party, we never race, kuiru ke Iran kedang ke jorol do ada chiro loy ku ga dai da banin Joseph kujala a lot of people they are watching lani yen Sherman tas parliament biran kan eti kuin second position pi party ka ko a chila big do ara loy yani yen bola le respect ara liu title len by president ke loy yen ke title yen by president ke loy yana let in loy yani we are watching ku ka yangi ku a good ko win ate ko yon ko ai ke ye da ru rebel because yani mushi bola ben bia ne yani which mean that position kin when you yen ye bol a ma dinga ne ke lo wa wi bol bia ne e chairman ta parliament being kati kunang lang ke wa ke paten duk ya yen lo review el ke ci bañ lo ken isa wache individual ya na outside the party aga a che ke glob ya ke lo duot ku den den won ci lo a ci luy be zab a ci yen kiro lo ko lan ci bola ci bebe ne bi ko ci bebe ne ta party ku jala ko ci bebe ko yilo ngo mandi ki de wonen je ko ci party lo yen the individual outside group ka kiro lo because bola ci king ye danger tan ke ene lo ke ken ku yen chairman da fiala mi kirma yadi akeban ni bitingule what ke lo ken right decision kini yen lo te ma ding do admit de ki ci ko ju ja get na ne er kedan atri ki lo kedan ke sa getting la ne te lo ni won lo ma lo nga wan ko e ma ding no ci do lo nan ma lo ne governor ko lo ko okay ma yin yin ko lo ko ku beni lo ko taban ke yin duk ba ni ci nan ci do ci ma ding do lo lakin the way ci bo lo ko eting ache kiren lo decision bi bo lo ko yen da ba no kiren bi yen na ci ban tag bo lo ko le bo lo ko lakin outside da ke ga kin fulon lo within the J1 eting kene e wrong kuna yoko party kala fiala mo member ka ken wrong ku ci Salva Kiir it should talk to the people dan yen ke da ci lo ku bi de ku ci bo lo ake lo la talan ci nan yen
Peter Majok for sorry for interruption. Yeah, nangi bo pull up then yeah taban nang disagreement ke yin ten. Ay lo ye nakan ko ya WhatsApp ke ay lo influence. Lakin at the end of the day, the buck stopped with President Kiir. The degree read out was signed by President Kiir. So tani and ten Kiir lo la Kiir mayar kali utu ku ken. Iya kada ini tangi jinin koika. Taban ye nang members da SPLM and I believe SPLM nang ko political bureau then. Okay. Tene yuk masala nang ko ni jam. The average individual complaining kwa kaya ya da air big jam kwa kaya kedang ye connect. Member of political party connect community in being as a president when he appointed the vice president anang qualities you kating tani yin kabiyan ben ko ni loy. Kuna ajiban yogin loy da kit thongi. You should have go back, make a decision based on that. Getting so you in vice president. It is his own decision whether he influence koi kok. Come what in decision baby be in Kenya when benanda ben be kolar ben wani be. Kun ware nyen wani ku bi in his decision loy. So as a chairman can SPLM party, getting whether they I'm not sure. When gan kon jalwel you member kadang ten kai kaduk ten kun jati gina suali awi ku badi including spokesperson ran chi tan waga tan bai ke minister of information enu ran ye kwan as of now bala matin gule na lu apply be any company CV do ye gam your resume you give your resume with your experience you get interview ka ko ja ba ku me ayek bedit when kun chi ay chi lewon te dan party nyu because charging at the balloon and then they recommended to the chairman and president be appointed. Let's say Banyabran party that let's say right now, so Iran Bay, and he recommended. Then president will appoint that individual based on recommendation to be party in Anthony. So can the then what is the connection between member of community, member of a party to the community. Be anything kwache community and kwanyentun here go to them. You know, and community which is MPs in a connection community. So go ahead.
I shukran Joseph I dem akichalwel kana yicha bana cheka danga kuja ne la de ke chairman in ran bay lakin if you see one kane kire ne ban waniga kwa wena kot ku kwal manyang bi ken ga bay be party akelle party that ko alu surprise la ne ko ka kirli ku chola air kizari ni kang bay be achinda chola air ke selementin okay air ke wani ne system ta fial value getting so can one of the things that yen kira 17 ya ne mu krijben ya ne good mentina le bita dere karo atanya kira ras fiel masul did you ever year atanya kalwe ras fiel moye aliu ata record as kaga fiel ben atanya ke ras fiel no atanya bana weak position edi en ku weak ata atanya kila bu connect na loy ba will be a attack with the will source yani try to divide the people nani yana ta yana katan because by pandin barma yan wala kweliye wala walmo wala no atanda mantin yare le batan with will source getting atanda character ka ngi getting kwache le be alwe la ka wala uli ke support bolmel wala uli da de kuluk ase support da malo gawan yen different den kamalo different akide ake telen kide jiba ka bol ke yen kida ja uli ko ya tinga wij be php bi adet ya ni akin magem lakin yen atan the wijen political one siyasi na arabi awul so ake kan jama kalto ka ko ya awul so local lo ko wala led jaldengai wala karana chwenchol siyasi ndapi awuso akikan jama kalto sectionism kina will
I point in majong major whether a member of SPLM or a member of SPLM is still well appointed by the chairman of the SPLM. To me, it's up to the SPLM. I didn't remember then whether you under the bell outside and then it would be up to to explain again. It was appointed by the SPLM. I'm making a political argument into the cloud. The one politics is a dirty game, and I think he made it clear. Can a political fight? When I political fight, can I write? Below we be in Benton. Katana and Taban membership can SPLM based on whether a member. Raya you can get a Mosul of the SPLM party. So I assume in a member. When can he president? Unless are based on connection. Is it based on a party ideology or based on a personal connection? Personal connection, yes, that would be true. So I at that point, being a member of a party, not a member, Karanabi and Karanabi and Katan. Because a member of party, that individual should not be brought to the appointment. So you go to conclude bakoy ko ba nan ko opinion karena na yok an hidom dar mo itini ngen kena gur baru guir in babay
okay kala aba yen conclude kala na asfialam datu aki salbakira salbakira kill the asfialam jaril because a lot of people they believe in it lakin salbakir destroy asfialam lani yena ke badukan party ka loika ben akin party member ke yen endorse ka ken loika ya appointment ne loika akin party je kan endorse ka loika ko ki yen appointment ben no endorsement so which mean that people believe ideology as PLM actually very low right now telling another party alternative ka PLM because if you see yeah, yen ka kan bukoy ay tan yen o member SPLM lakin the chairman of SPLM atidul last party to woji getting we should be clear about that we don't want our party to fall in the election okay kayen and bukoy kayen Joseph Yak very important topic ke jabe yalken
thank you
shukran
yeah thank you hang around then okay na gori mapod bagudu bayatin the kids were dipping on there and when time kita ngaji set up lagi and other commitment kong luai ke so na inda ko kuril turpai ka bukan tema choga either tomorrow or the next weekend buk jam tin taban I been kind of trying to baka kita baka lana a big topic baka jam again go ahead
Team chuk yak mo koi dai wa ma ko ren yal ga chamot ren mading awul kun ren yal je mading kebian jamden ane chira ne PLM kwen chin no mizup from the beginning ran SPLM ngi ko how to lui fight in Khartoum ora dakal Khartoum wa mar de dakal la good book bana here and then 2011 after referendum and it will resign I'm no longer SPLM number and my point was clear and I said in memorial of John Garang that we have to cry the vision of SPLM will die in not John Garang. That where the vision was lost to SPLM. Kanachi Jal Garang vision SPLM Chito Kajalpin in Chan Jalpin. And a book Chaldun went to Tiji, Queen Ben Jamton, but and it's Jamkan Bolly, Chuk Bolly. A Junub and Balega Jemite party. Junub, a major and Chol Kir Maya, a Chel William, the democratic system, Kwakil William, the dictator that. Land dictator, I quite enough. So I have to now, and I confuse that with Junub Mayngo. So what I know for political party, a party is an organized group of the people with sharing a political ideas that work to influence the government by nominating its own candidate to run for the office of the public. Candidate in that allow. Now, political party actually Louis. So question one chalu elten actually political ideology in Louis Pijunub Alia. Kichir ko chiwa ma jong ma chalu elten. Louis. Ake kangur ko ngod la kale kalang chola SPLM. Kubai. Amuk milik. That why in Achiran, the Chiento, a command in local bay, I would young day in local bay. We are related. Ling party yaka yok a place. Nigeranto or Nigeran Jijal, Koyal been a quite tiny brand at Bulaquine. A kilo loy begin with Sudan. So, which men so almost were called what he appeared a laying I think. Chibijon Garang Mobior Yai. Pijunu, go like a Jiran. I look at you when, like a Somalian live long to resin. I agree. Sumalasa. In a year, are a month. Father Lazis and Helwa, they are calling Mobijan, Garang Mobior Karaga, the Wigway. Queen Bijan with SPLM and Nico. So Bijan SPLM, Jorkaya Katin, Bijan SPLM and Korea. Correct Bijan with SPLM, H. Chok Jalban, Lad Bolkana, in a go area. The time in Qualipagana, Mom, Qualke well, where what he do a baby by Louis Damo, go take a cake. When it's a jar like a trans thing. I try to like a chimading of Bombay, Sijani. I came a ding and Zumabay. I can't call you, I can't general and a jam, go do jam. In Buluin Bay, in Luya can be. I try to came a ding and baby. Like in a week, but I'm a ding up. So good, you believe. I sent party. You may tell my job, the hour. Then I look at election. Election, I live. But in party, to the night. SPLM, because cause you can't carry that. Can I carry with the cake? Egabilia. Most of them alu focus ki chol ga bilia wachin pa my tribe Sudan alang 500 something tribe the man relo ke ba kal tok kilim tribe ki kang ben yal kam ni gadang e region ne wen jaga ben yal kuminti e ne ki community ba ko ne ti jala mu ba community a party na a party ko na la community ten so party liu that why in the community ba ki balwel ten a ja wi ba jam di balwel to walo da man ja le won ga kor kwa obi jam pa a ki baleng ma di ngawe we ko ira la ga ten ben mar kan ni ki chole pelem ba lu pocket a ja le bran pen du la ki lu ka pocket ma di ngawe lu ku pocket ngu bu lo ma di ngawe o ga gi pin no mate my concern a peace panchon ma di ngawe ko yi ba ton tan di har ke ko die bi do dien bi pin di har ma di ngawe ke pin a ki ga lang ria wa ki ga ko be a yi ba luela 2026 ma di ngawe enta America to Australia to Canada kwalang problem this problem they must be solved a wi bu ko lo helu ko mar kay rot na lang party la ben yal party ba wi ma di ngawe protect party ko ka bro da te de den yi baton along party den ko ke rel fi PLM na de sin ben yal e party ki bay wala ki ma yal ki kwa dun no mar ma di because party me ko kwa den ni ye kwa mo ben lu kin pan won ki kwa so na ki bay yal kin ki bay yal ni na lu ka ba lo so dun no ma ma ya yi ni wala no ma di bay again zen ki shi ko en jo jam wa de wa ma da ten ko yen ka mana pa ke ne ko na tan which below address because the thing a big li ma dinga wul ti man jam dina ko la ne jam la ala numbers bita wul source ki ta fi parliament ti benata na ta mo aliu nap sa ngi wa ma jaw le won ko kana en ko ka bulu address ko le peace it must be in madinga wul but in peace ko ka in unity kana ne balu elina chol yak ko da bu ko item ko ya chale
yeah, initially again, Taban, again, this is where we are looking for solution. We are looking for the answer. President Kiir is looking for solution. Again, we are looking for the answers. I wish the community be educated. One of the topics be we need to know exactly Ranchi appointee Kiir Mayar Bay or when we interest Kiir Mayar won't take a well then. Take the Kakador be and Jogan can job. Renan Quanin, Kuyagin, Baramchi again, and Kabot Chokan. So kunai ran ki kali kwani ran kana kunang kala kawai karan tu ka ayok achai nyar bu ko ja la jaltun padal be nyen jana ki ran en kwani kay ke community ki kwani in la loy bia nang wo chi loy so what ga and taban nang I was planning to have this lakin ko kiru ban tem ni shell kwani a very broad topic and we need to tackle gana chan bu koy kok big day lanu my observation tak da tiengen kin de tai tiengen kayan yan marai tan nengku ni ke ba da kalau yik bagloi tan kayan yar bagloi chana nang meeting ben tan mabur dan tiga tan almost 8 minutes but this is not the end of this topic anang asal won jagalu ka ben I continue I jump in this topic almost kadang politics I try to avoid all the time lakin politics dangan je aja you avoid kayen kam bapal either yalgot wa yan maraj wala majok tenen ku yumatin
pursa barum de bangsa dia bulel okay
yeah go ahead
yen ko bulel kin kala tong twen us komra dia ko jala komra majok ay jam ko jala mi ko da wul ko community ko jabi mun wa alu di dai ni wa wal di jamo da pai kay bulel kin itu ko Madinga wul si man den kwany ko je kumula kwany ko nen ko tula lorot iri ko yum den bi mar ko Madinga jam la ko le Madinga la ko jere de ko je kuma den si man akuma de ten akuma wan ci wo mar kwa akira bol bikin dul pat bi jej bi pat na lo program bài của jala program bài cả mà bên cái bluel bên cho kini Sudan đấy jiru ban bay ka kuma wata bay berinas pelem ulah jal finu garel na ka biyo chopi kudi won jablo ja nyanga yin di nga wula kudun jala kuma jiru ko kudun dal ma di nga wula fado kini Sudan kada tok tin dial ma di nga wula ma di nga wula kaya gabro ana mai comrade jas kili bekel jam jam ada yin yang jun kan bil fel aji bi jam chala mar hak betaw na ki de ngala ya ko do don ko president kim baru ga ten ka ma bi ko ma di awul ka ben e bi jam jun garan wan e mi ko buli kip bu bi because Dr. John ay rais kan SPLM kono ko lui be ma bi mu president kan ko me yadi and a vision to buy them at that time a vision kan aka lui ku kip bu lui parliament bu nyang bi mi ko ko yer mu ba ban ki ma ya ko mu ku bun ma bi ko ma dinga wul e vision kan ti ma kan bu lui kip na de ngana yu vision ti ma ko bu ka SPLM bu ba yu reminder ko ku lui ku bun e vision bi du ko ina lui ku ma dinga wul ko le ma so bi Sudan kan e mat jame kaya ke dia wuj aru lu tayo kai ko jolo wuj ay ka waya lu learn by mistake ya ka wuj kang lu ini jipet kulu system jadid akbar lu tin laki bay je ko na jawu lu bay fal bay kan mit ku bayin di da alban ye per jam di ngawul e pan ngiku badin ma dukana ni musa ya kii bel bel yel gol mi dinga wul koy bel gi ngi ping e de ranas pelem ko mana wul ku jala yi joñ me golu yi joñ fati aw bu ko ndun ga tan bu kay ku to wa jilim fi bi ko nga jal fenden ku jël nga fenden ku jël political party ajira ran o wajira ran wako madinga wul wako gin Sudan kuna jal ba ya part of that political party kaya ya bai pandu jal ke yin bala ke yin martin na ye kiya ka parjal madinga wul ay bal wel ten ku pin ku mali ko yi bale ko jam social media dama kiro jo mi daru jot ata nyir te kala da bu nyir a ku tika biya ko le nyir we don't know them ay madinga la 24/7 ko madinga wul ka ngala o ko madinga wul an jol jo daw yal jol daw yal ku war jil daw madinga bo juk wa jay lu bi daw a chuglu support ku bay briak ko chugloy awaloy adu daw ka ki daw mo yi ba kal tok na cho mo ngawan nga ku mo ngawan malung ka Nairobi den lakini wo ko wa jay wa far kuna le mo ngawan ka far chu gam wa jay hay malung ko dor ke ya yo long mo dinga wule jiping we the community ni jelwel community kina abi la wul ko weli ko community ni lweli jera na cho mo ngawan jara ko jab ki rai bai ti ko na Nairobi den kini jadi al madinga wul madinga wul wa al dia tong wa ru ko tum am ko mo ko je ben bi ko jola mat ka jori na jilwe at that time ke pe de ko bi di ra de jeber to ra jol jin mo to jeber to biu kini ji diu na at that time ada bi ti le gele yi wa di put la da shabia je di wo madi e ko wari riya ga mat fi hotel yelto na yi ko bi di di bi ko di de le den di mo to akba le wa lon to ko re ga fo mo I will buy because great be ya ga chabiya ay ka lu depend within because tu ku biya no gani na yo ku jawo mi jini Sudan ka ba je ladi na yo ku jawo mi jini Sudan ka jingar lo je don ba dinga wula kiro kan war ka to ko community a wul wa kiro kan war one day bular ku makinin wa kaya gani da kuma a kuma da o a kuma to tol kuna kwen ko jiri akin ma yadi ko ko kwen na det bi ko kai ku ka e ban kin ya yeti ko di yeti ku pin kami da wul ko kin ma yadi ko aka jojju ni wala ka ban we gari ko bodi ka ke we gari ka go dai mi da wul ko ban ki ko kai riya ma na wul ku ya bi kin ma ya la kara lan aka jira waro taman ko ito na ji bai fiat taman ya wul je useless mun mi dura jot bi ma bi ke to ga nyiri ko ka dak bi ma ding bi ga do pen bol taman ko ber ko ka ji dit na jo kam nyali ka ti am ti ya i ko je rio nyali kene to ke ke ngwan ka ga alwer ya kul bi ko lan je ju gel midie kuna bai to kene ya kul bi ka alwer ya lo nan je ke wa ji dit ko da man da bu yi bu lo era na pele man 100% kila nye tu ta ko nyang la because the movement ji ka wa area kun bi ko area kun ka nyang bi da ki ji ngala oh ji bi mi ma yel ma ngawul yel ko mi du a to Omar Bashir ji mo Bashir ji len Omar Bashir jal bla Somalia kule jam ko rek na community na ne ka ja ku ma yo ka community ji ni ala yen ware ji on thor juba la wa dai ta wi be dem ko ya la wa dai ana ngi la da do dai ka tong ka ji yel ala kir ba yari bi yo ku mi na ji de to ma nga nur fi no dan barka zal o ngai kir ma yar wali bani yel ma nga nyor ana ngi warap yel ma nga nyor ana ngi da biye yel ma nga nyor ana ngi rumbe yel ma ban majority am bi dawul but majority amin ko a chu yin contribute bi o ko bi numo dala ko ya wul dala tni yakul biya le kari hoj ko useless ko ka mo bi o ko bi jola ka ma dinga wul lo yer ya ma dinga wul a jo ban ki mi yar ci dol kuna lon jey mi da wul nga nyeke ni ngom nder ci jang governor lo nyang pin wa jil mo nga wan bu lo ma dinga ma chakil người là rep bộ bà bê là rep bộ bạn mà lúc ở trước thì nhang phi của riêng của năng phi của trong bộ giúp à một khi rút một tài người là liệu của trong bộ liệu mà lúc rút thì mà đi ngầu lên community ngầu lên cái cho cậu community hiện chỉ cái qua ya cô cái mua gì cái gì nụ bin như cái jam community ngầu là oi cũng man because community ngầu là useless and jam era das pele kan musuh dia luat aku makin yo kului depend riam daw ma di ngawul ko yo kului depend tuang daw ma di ngawul ko yo kului depend ko rial daw ma di ngawul bi ko ma di a che ka nyong lo ta bai je shabi aki kan nyong chama ka du ma ka bai wa re bai ku yo lo kia aku ma ya ko lo ko ban kin ma ya di ka ju ko yen ki belu le kinu ma di ngawul ye do ai foria ablo yi ka ka mo ta mới để biết vấn đề cứ chỉ là lui là hết là những cái lời nó có bước vào vấn đề là cho community này cho cho cũng mà bọn mà loại chắc bị chắc không được không pin đâu của lê ra ít lúc chú là lên là nên mà cái biết mà đi hè còn nếu có người dân thì còn mà đi này không giảm cái gì dân mới được không là nó chọc là biết chọc community chọc của bạn community family đi chọc quên mà đi ngầu will của các bạn đã quên mình đi ngấu đi coi đi nào chọc đôi tôi là coi đi là cái chuyện luôn yes mà đun là cho bùn mel vậy coi cho có cái gì mình luôn chứ mình mà đi ngắm bên bạn mình cái dục cái này dục là coi cho cậu cái này lấy ra người cái gì quật những cái này chẳng lôi vì ba cái routine cái yun thì mình giấuกันcái nó udah chưa coi cam quả cái yun gì cô Wajula spele mi buru alwom, wajula spele buru apalway, wajula spele buru to bunya gopin, jambi nyar, men ko jem nyar position. Na urun ga bada wayu min, tupul. Ya ja ko bol mil be kai kwa ko ni ko yang bo tak ngo, ci ba num ting ko jipi num ting, jero ko ko jama. Wi ga ni tak ngo, ko kre ni be tak ngo, ko je sa tak ngo ko ci ban ki mi yar ci dedi. Kalau budak ka do ko bina ay banya yiti. Yen ta molim. Ban ki ma yadi mandul na yeri ma wul ke yel mariya ma wul ay yel wala yen ay man madi ja ke bi ko ben na yel man madi ka ran tol ki ma yar ati dio ati bu ja ka dio ya le man wul we ni man wul timbulo madi nga wul ka dio ko ji ya ban ko nang mal ko nang dit ay ja ping ati ya dunya ni ay le ko mi la wul na ye ki awe kai ko mi yar ka wul wong yar ban ki ma yadi e mo na wul kuna jagba ilwe ganto ati ma ding dikam dama ka to bukra ilwe gilbo Sudan abu bay ben ga yakul kama ding ki kang jam ku kam ku jara politician kun da wondu poriya PSPL wala ki poriya awe gar dog la jekiya melku abu le ko da en kwati ma ding wel kar bi bay be yakul la yekiya ka kuma ginu kun aku mo ban ki ma yadi ariyak ke ginu bi gereji lakini ko diawul dukulu aju gereji fal ko buriya tangi ku ngare ko makin yuko do gada ake blo ku dukai 24/7 amwen ku buriya ko madinga wul ko wuli jimpin ay bel wel yakul bay no mutena ko bay bu ping kay padayen daro mo diawul ci la gebe madinga wul aju ko ariaw madinga wul aju ko dien na ne kuy bading bloy ko lo ko celi sab masha na ne kuy bloy ko lo ko pap ko ga jeri ay ko ga je twa ko ga je magnin ko ga je nyai kang jang yen ja ba ko yo bay ana kuy belim yakol cold dead ran mani libro mani bi kwa bi pel de jogi ne ci yin juk me le mading jukken mading ci ni ma jakil madinga jira tektok madinga jini conflict madinga jini meli chai to ku jogro loy ka de jog ko jo ko bi yo mading ka bo bi wo duon ko da bi wo pel de jogi bu tunga ke ba ku dun pel ya ko loy zaman di ya ko loy zaman di madinga pa peace madinga pa unity madinga pa amir wot awi bura ji wo dai do ka gam ko nya ja di duri unity dan kene ku jala pis dan kene ay pe ginu bo ku yen kene pe buñ mo ajina ku badi awur yuwen awi balim dan madinga wule tige mo jerin fi kurandi dan mani yu kwat bi duum bi lel bi jogay bo lu warta bu jara ka tinga bebe du gambo kwa choko yi kin marga juk akira tingala we bo mading awi bag dong di bale we ba ku pa
ban ba jal conclude nan ku jago
okay ki bal wel kin i bal wel ba ko ndu ngai jen ko jugu ko jugu ba ka na ber ko ba ra de bi mi jamri ni madi ya kang tinga bili den ken lel ye bu ber o madi wala bu pul da ya ka yo dan ya ka jok jam kin che mo so madi ba ka pe bi ko dal mo so madi ke ben na le mo so madi ben mo so da o pa juktin pa kin le ka madi ngawul ka bu gal gam bu lo ki na kol ken lakin akiban karena cukup cugam bawa tu kabar kegeran cema soa koncol madi ngawul we koy kwar choloy ay do lim yakol to le wak show iran choloy ku pa ding tegi lakin du jam mi madi jalalat 24/7 ko bu dul pat ay bak chuloy bi ko ga lo ko madi ngon panka madi ngon panka e kriya mo ngal welka lakin kan ya pursa buran ran kan pi bo witi na gëna luel ko kelu luel buri jaluk jora chokla dem met ka jora jot bu madi bi dal jog from top lepin dalal ko ni ko ñu luel ni kay ko kena li am wewu madi ngawul chuk man kai da yang da bo chuk yo ko ji kuma ji tin ko ji ban ki ji tin ko ji si tin kwa ni wa yo ji da ji tin ko ji ko bin no ji tin kay an yar ko bu dal ben long bu dai ko bu resol ban ko bu tit ye ban wele da yang du ko kri ye SPLM ye wele da yang du ko kri ban ra ne ko ban ki ma yar akira ji ka lu kra ji bo so ji bo la ka je bo mel kay ye ne bi am yar ke mande aje bol mel kay ye ne rugen bi abab kabir ke mande aje bol mel kay ban ru ke ban bi am bi aneb ke mande ye ngel ban ko mar ka jo le je nyaay position ni ka ban ji ko mar bu bol bu lu kra ja pay ke ji ban ki ma yar ji bu loy di ko ajol ki ma yar ra ngal bo ko ra ngor bo ko ra ji ngal chak ke ra de tang pal pin ko ra nyali so ke le ma ding e jo yang bo di jo ga nyuo men ku chak achang nyuo ke e bo dak o jel mol aku ma dun ka ga ke aku ma dun aku ma wa ti mar kun ci ga wol aku ma ji nyer kun ci ga aku ma ji rin bi a jo ai talak aku ma ji koy kon ci ga jal ga juk a ji to wai a ji a ki to ya kuma kini ya kuma ji da dir bai a dat na kwen ka bi al le fok ka alif ka li ka pai kal mus kai to ban ki me ya di ko na jo yi ka ji dal ya ka jal ya ngawe kai kwa nya ga ni ngawe ne bu ko jan nya le bi ko ko ya li ngi ya kon bu ko ko bu jam raj ko ma di ngawul ga pel wi du ko dan fer ku du ko da mar ko rut ku du ko da bu unity bu gul pri tan jinu bin ko ya ko ya kon a jinu bin ga jor bi ko lu pri community ma di ngawul gel loy ka la kan community ko ka mar ka gogu mar ka gar gogu mar ka wara gogu mar ka noer gogu mar ka julu gogu mar ka gaber jinu ban amer awul community ko ara ko ba die so jindin go pele yer tan baka juk marit ba ka kun ene ko ka mo pino we community una jibu to we ka ko ko ten nyali jibril ko diga wul we ga keli we ba ko me ko dun do ka jela ko me ak pale ma ko dun do ka jela din ya ma ko dun ko mo ga ko ma dun ala ka ba nyen 24/7
yen ba
ko dia
ba yel god yi ne kadang jaban yo ga ji yen kadang dunga na wije topic rat kadin we da ka lo ila no kadang dunga ni bana ma si di kada kan ana ka jeng gara ko ma jog ma jarin ba pol pida ma jog ba du loyel ko yaay ba pol ba conclusion lo ba jall an ki over 27 minutes and an ngati ratin den
Okay, yeah, but just only 2 minutes. I change bichin. I yena ban yel go to chale ka ken jilwel ka. Ken yen yuj balwel la in brother Joseph Yak o kaban o SPLM members oga very shock kichiro loy ten party da. Yani kena kolon kiro loy ken achi member SPLM na achi en shock na ne chen te fruit bi ayin te party luiten. Again, I one of our chairman, Salva Kiir Mayadit, Buduk Party, I think, pinang lang new ideas, Louis Cotton, I think, can be division within the party. Te kajal loin ko be trick deda, be subsas kaman, kwachin guideline when yen yot, and ran can lang watch loy within the party and kin, can mangi dato. I think. There ki balwel said koi die, koi mading I would rajibo latano. A koy kwanti majka maran chol gogwel amajok jala kon matwang tek a koy masakin ki cham gada liu keti lani emotion akoloni ne koy lat en chike jam especially ran chol gogwel chin ki chilwel ya kon matwang wala yena amajok jing chilwel taban e kon kira poria buklimal ke gwit lwel so kenien maja kuma ke yani furuba kuma ko loñbe kading lani yen ke HCCin wala ye ka member ta party wala ke exatu yani ken welka ran te ga kujran en gene ya de limdan akuma da bu koy ka bu ko loñbe koy dal ko ci ke kuma majka da en message balwel tan koy medi ngawul utana akuma da lani koy dal tijene ka la ka yok mentine ke ngadi biyen bilem kati kuyenga di dare na ne ko dom kati na ko kache politician kati achin dum brad be ka nga mai dat kati yen kana yuj balwel tan ko akuma be ko resijine ga de loñ be na ke ga masakin kwa che ko lan ke lo ga tana kuma ke ga da support ke ga support da salba ki ma yadi ku jala fialam en message ba matin kan gede o message yel godwin a message ma yem unity madinga wul e ma yem ku unity members as PLM rela wul ken ma yem temene our governors ubera ajongo ran ken e governor let us all of us ko madinga wul ran as PLM bu kira as PLM bu ga bianyim awul be ya twen te mon ki governor tonga ken ken lui awu ku buran cholu bera ajongo biya yen that biya yen kaj this time the election tin biya yen ran kaj tung dana fialam bo year represent pat chol madinga wul ke governors te yen message wel kan let us work behind our governor ubera jongo kan bawul ya twing en ken en ko yej en message go ko mading ben biya ni kulwel ku we don't need kalo rot manase ko giran war within 2 months within 1 month within 1 week no madinga wulte ko peacefully ka governor da lazim bi at least 5-10 years ka tin ka kay idbol manen loyku kayene kay balwel kanen na ubero ajonga biya yin our governor right now unala ko go around lum kana achil ke loy eti lum yin bana yatta ni daga kan ke chiro loy chiwa gwa tim ko gwa bat kai wi big jal den eti because and we position and the lom ni akan da ben ya governor the yin ben lom so which mean that yin stop propaganda could let us work behind our governor ubera jongo can bo ya twin in ke bian ko jin kanin Joseph ku to ku jabe aga para pay ku ni ala bi jog bu kudun ken bu la twin ku bu na ko media una la nga lang political platform ke beten Joseph ya tim jok u bana jamitin shukran.
Thank you, Peter. Majok ini chale jape. Ian ke la governor ubera fal ko. Jala jinu zira nang kaya ilumbe ini koi pursa yok. Ini ya luam dun lumbe din apa aku ita bela bilum bi ke ping kedun kan. Yan marai kede loy conclusion da cari bas yok.
Yan taban ni cingkit din balwel we werka udah ci welak jakal wel eran ci bajam isu kang mading awul that much ko ke yo si ko si jam to ngaci kalwel ke balwel bas aku pada taban ene wij be begitu defamation law begitu develop parlaman lalu fini haya ada zara cayo kecil lo syar ku MP ini alu adu ke udu parlaman bagadun beloy kulayat ke bil passed defamation law abu ke develop gitu cina defamation law abu ke develop lalu nana la beranda jam gu wala jam ke bi dugum ci bu nagala cungting karan ci jam gu da hak berenda fo in court of law kita tawade loan MPs kwa rawo MP ko shatter dal ba pick up yana and then you draw your draft ku ya da parliament table de ke bill any time by TP no be ko mention because gawandi ne ko ben wala bills ke pa di jala law AMP it die you do your assessment within the community and make dar gi ben yal ke consequently ben yal tawale then ka you pick up so social media akoy defame ata ka shey dai ka lekko ko ya yo load bi MPs kwa bi ko lu focus in the most a can be defamation law be develop brand bi ra you defame bi ra ko pa ko won change and I don't think the shogere la yerda ko ni chana ra ko ke lu pa ga ko lu ba je lu ke lu pa ga ko rel ke open until ba ko ran chara ko pa ba ko lang lu yo so ya yo but by God, ni tahu ni pan cuba betul. Era cuba jam kan lana film. Okay, I'm losing that vision. Vision kita warga. Kau don't believe in. Kita lawyers lan kir bayar. Cingom cel kau beti kau cuba dilu. Bajur tu kau cuba kir 2005. Until by ben aku beti kau telen. Aja kau bigo kau. Kir himself is willing to buy kau. But kau ben dilu around him. Apa yang ramai dengan different agenda. We belajar. Kau cuba lu. And that's why you have been struggling a lot. I'm not saying this for the sake of psychopaths or anything, but the reality, I think, Lara Coachulu Kirby, not quite delayed. I got you like a Sibrai, I got you will Kiriche is the head. They said question here is the ability different. Because you can think that you Japan, or quite involved with the political party as well, we know what's happening. I couldn't jump jumped. In the Manachella, so number two, we have next week, raise number low, or above the Mujam the Yak, and we're going to.
Thank you. We you a very good discussion. Banyal Guat, Yan Maraj, Peter Majok, Kengang Banun there. So we leave it from here. Go Abijal Ben next week. Then we need to educate our people to understand between community, Kujala and Kichol political ideology. Yes, including politicians, politicians are very toxic sometimes. Either like political dirty game. And some people tend to believe that even to try to divide Yazanang statement, he Minister of Information, Chiluela Klar, fight Bamara Nankang don't go pot. And when you fight a political fight, you will deal like a permanent friend or permanent enemy in politics. Therefore, you should not be telling or saying dirty stuff. Kawana log Bunyaga, Chinabinduk Baran Bandok, Lana Lebaga disagree with Anyakulu Nanyang and Ramden to come together. So, Kana, you need also to know the mistake Balino Nanga, Ananga Biranga Ben within. Therefore, Kahilo Bay Baben, bugget to the point, the lowest point, Bukalatin. Kayena Kaikwa. Mostly the main topic in be an intent one. I call Chico when you social media, and then Kika will be educated. I believe Kika you intend because they don't even know what is the politics Jala community. So Kayala New Brand, we can community, politics, Jala person issues that Kokai, Yan Machakal by that. I would be on Kabay politics. So people need to be educated. Began it, what is your political right? Could not be Jamton, could not be Jamton. We work with our baby when Jigao. But next week, topic in Bay, and I would hope, and then Koi when Kumi, Kika be here, Ben. Then the leaving people to assume things. When you assume things, you could assume wrong things. And that's why people are here because there's a clear connection between the government and the people. I think communication is very, very tight. Natek Kalabia friendly media kelin latin koi won chin ka biga tie ji jing ku kan ran ke tie ko won ka bi binyodin tin kiran ko nyin kayan ale jen ben wole. But please stay connected. This topic abalo ke episode bo ka detail really to educate our people, and especially koi madinga wul ku jala koi ko ya ton madinga wul le buga dok lakin other people need to know. You cannot provoke individual all the time because you think you're a peaceful person. Getting? Kana very peaceful animal can go you provoke all the time. Human creation and I living being diamond. There's a way to to defend yourself. So can I chuk lo bia bu madim bu dia time being that much? Yes, mading a look board up. Inu duran chali benyen ko yal go din chale japai mas ya gam to koi mading awul. Very great message. Beno and I think another story that kind of like an ko be mading awul kiran wala ran chele atil bur madin. So na ko hirma dog lakin because we could be hotel kaya yo kan bi be ben be pin ko ana batyo kala we ko we die next week I will try to come on time if I'm here and kinang lian ben ken kayen, but we will keep talking politics because mainly we're trying to educate our community. We need to educate our community to understand how the politics operate. I can show you perfectly the way it should be in South Sudan. Then we need to show the other example how the politics is. And I know Madinga will very well Kichol organization could tell you ngika. Kayan worka kalau ka be biyo kayu jenanga mati de tiyan matin benathin. A legend bagam we pay yan maraj kujala yal got kujala Peter Majoga. I believe we all of you are members of SPLM, and please could contact your comrades and you all call for code and I got the young SPLM that be dairy SPLM which ben toy benin and in contact in Galegela Tim Chokuji what are his mission right now SPLM in key capping butenko. Also my invitation to Minister, Honorable, I think we got Minister of Information. And we need to know as a citizen, we need to know exactly how the government operate, and we need to be aware so that social media. It look like the government of South Sudan now is operating, is led by TikTokers and lack of information from the government. Kala can you going to be a conclusion there? We got you late. Next week. Ahead of time. Just make sure that the your contact. Prepare yourself and make a schedule. Thank you, Kenneth Timchok.
I can indeed my book. I shall walk you out of Korea, beg about Ting Chelsea. You took one mother boom pure Ariam, McQuay. Kakabu dem McQuay and Gora. A book quite white, Panchal Gong, my shot. Be quite I did Chirka, no Macon. When I boom pure Ariam, McQuay. I took go out the quarter by. Ben gonna really I win and did power. Ben go out the quarter by. Ben gonna chung them good and for will call him. I took go out the quarter by. Ben gonna bang score Mangan and by Sherry. You'll go out the quarter by. You'll come out the word. Tinkuniwa. Ting Maja. You'll go out the quarter by. You'll short a band long by my took to call you and talk just. So long, call you and talk just. I could have called you, I couldn't want it. I couldn't mind it. About deal about to be our work. But I think what you done a champ. And you've been a man, your chair. But a man jumped in one job. Hello, walk. Here I hear one year. We see Bandu. A man can have a coke, dear a coke. Koga. A man. Kalmari were one about that. We long do the band to do the madingi. Ram do Magana could. Then he would not wrong me. Real yard bill, Manata, Maria Short, wallet. 1 yard bill got a cook like shorty, I talk to it all. Sanyan Maria, that toy be up to away. Alacala bang, the Kadonga, when I got talk. Sanyan Maria Kalman to Yana land, quite good take him out in Ralph and Chalpa. Keban Tunyan did your mida dark with it. Wolgang roll, will you get? A Keban Tunyan did your mida dark with it. Garang Matur, Garang do joke to one. A Keban Tunyan did your mida dark with it. A corn, my joke, Tiara, corn, my do. A Keban Tunyan did your mida dark with it. Will Macarian, will Dal Malay. Keban Tunyan did your mida dark with it. Taban Tunyan did not shadow it. Cation tar, William let your land you pan near room. Legal Kujam Barial Gilliam knock, Cation tar, William Yali. Now Kujam Kinyali, what about Union? Kujam Kinyali, what about Union? Kujam do not to Dangai. Labo and intimate. One and got Chandir Mariachi built with a bit of Burkua Nali. Chandir Mariana, Peru, the Goltona Jakutona one. I try to get them. I'm not a little quality watch it to it. I try to get a pure barrier. I'm not a little quality watch it to it. I shall to it. I shall pull it to one well got. They are you born when we've been a ring and good.